All right, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Tag Me In Podcast, episode number 2. And the best part about this episode, it is Wrestlemania week, boys. Hey, let's go. WrestleMania, let's go.
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, it's the best time of the year for the WWE. And that's only because this is like their Super Bowl, World Series, NBA Finals. This is the National Championship. You can name it. This is the best time for the WWE and for us as fans to enjoy, especially with all these match cards that we are looking at right now. And of course, we got to introduce everyone. I'm your boy, Devin Groves. We got my two best friends here. Got my boy, Zach B. How you doing, man?
Doing all right. Excited to get into it.
All right. And then, of course, we got our boy, the legend, the butthurt man who's still mad about us picking CM Punk over Roman Reigns, our boy, Elijah, a.k.a. Big Red. How you doing, man?
Did you acknowledge your tribal chief today?
I acknowledge my tribal chief every day.
I acknowledge my tribal chief.
But he could never beat 2011 CM Punk.
Never.
I will.
Never.
You know what? If you want to hear our opinions, go back and listen to episode 1.
That was fun. That tournament thing was fun, and I hope we can do it again pretty soon.
Absolutely.
But of course, we're going to do our predictions in this episode. But of course, we need to kind of do a little something fun. I want to do this icebreaker. We're going to do this every week. One of us is going to ask a question, and the other two are going on the spot have to kind of put a little knowledge into their fandom of wrestling. So, boys, y'all ready?
Ready to go.
Ready.
All right. So I've always thought about WrestleMania, like the best matches. Like, I can't believe that match happened. I can't believe I missed that match. But something that they don't really talk about is that one match that just made you cringe. That one match it's in the back of your head, and you're just like, oh gosh, I can't believe they put this on the match card. So, boys, in your recent memory, what was the worst match in WrestleMania history, in your opinion? Go ahead, Zach.
So, you're putting us on the spot. We are not aware of what these questions are. First thing that popped into my head was Brock Lesnar ending the streak. That was the first thing that popped into my head.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Not only, the streak should have never been ended, my personal opinion. That should have lived on forever.
Agreed.
But the match itself was so bad. It was so bad. And just the fallout from it, I understand Brock Lesnar turned into this next level beast that he became. Redacted, by the way.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Who's this guy?
I don't know who you're talking about. But the match itself was so bad. The streak never should have been ended. That is one of the most disappointing WrestleMania matches I've ever seen in my life.
Man, I forgot about them. Oh my gosh. Damn it. Oh, geez, Zach. Okay, Elijah, can you beat that?
You know, I have technically 2 answers because I have the match that disappointed me the most in WrestleMania, in recent WrestleManias.
Okay.
And also just a bad match. So I'm going to do the bad match first. Would, again, have to be our boy Redacted, allegedly, Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose. That had such high potential. They're like, oh, it's going to be a damn near death match. Like, oh, Dean's going to all the hardcore legends. And I remember kind of I wasn't super into WWE at that point. I didn't get back fully into it like I am now at that point, but I remember seeing the vignettes and everything. I'm like, oh, this is going to be really good. And it wasn't good at all. And I know that's kind of due to some people not wanting to do that type of match, but it disappointed me.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say the match that disappointed me the most, and it's sad, was AJ Styles versus Nakamura. Because, again, it was so hyped up. They have fought in the past outside of WWE. They were walking 5-star matches, and we're like, oh my god, they're doing this for the WWE Championship as well. This is going to be match of the night, and yeah, let me down. And I was so sad.
Let me down big time. I remember being very excited for that match, and it just the match itself wasn't great, but what they did with Nakamura after, the booking of Nakamura was so poor, and he was treated as one of like the least intimidating Rumble winners of all time.
Oh yeah, he became Mr. Low Blow, and that's not Nakamura. Why does he keep hitting people in the dick? That's not Nakamura. I'm sorry, that's not Nakamura. Why does he keep doing that?
Oh my gosh. Dude,
All right, Devin, flip it over to you. You came up with the question, so you had more time to prep. Let us hear what your answer is.
John Cena versus The Miz. That match. How disappointing. I get what they were trying to do, but my gosh, can you put some more effort? And first off, it was technically 2 matches because they lost in a count out, and then The Rock goes, oh, nah, that's not happening. And then they ring the bell, then he just rock bombs John Cena, and I'm like, okay, guys. And then Miz, when he won, bro, I swear, that guy looked like he was on some drugs because he's lifted up, and he's like,
that's because he got concussed 5 minutes into the match.
That's true, but he looked bad, bro. It's just the match itself. Ugh. I think what kind of disappointed me because The Rock, I mean, I liked how The Rock was involved, and we all can see that, like, it's going to push somewhere, and it was very disappointing for a main event. So that's how I saw it. But that's the icebreakers, boys. Good job. Hey. Dang, I'm proud of you two. I thought it'd be kind of hard, but like you two were like bam, bam, bam. So I was, hey, good shit. Oh, jeez, 2.
What is happening?
Oh gosh. Anyways, so now we're gonna let's see. Make sure I'm looking at this right. Yep. So we're gonna make our predictions for the upcoming PLE for WrestleMania, but we're doing something a little fun here. We're gonna get a little competitive, but I'm gonna let my boy Zach explain a little more about that.
So basically what I wanted to do, us 3 are all big sports fans, and we all have a competitive drive where we want to outdo each other. We want to be the best. We want to have bragging rights. So we came up with this year-long competition where every PLE, we will predict the match card, we will predict the winners, and we will be keeping track of this throughout the year. WrestleMania is going to be our anniversary, so to speak. So next year's WrestleMania, we will have kept track of the records throughout the entire year. And 1 year from now, we will reveal the first ever TMI podcast champion. We will be making a custom belt. We will be quarterly switching whoever the champion is, and we will have bragging rights over one another. And it is going to be a very heated topic of conversation on the podcast, off of the podcast, when we're talking by ourselves. And I'm very excited to dive into this and have some actual stakes behind this. It makes it much harder to predict the match card. Before, I was just watching without any stakes in the game, and just as a fan, I'm like, oh yeah, I think this guy might win. I think this girl might win. Now there's actual stakes behind it. And those bragging rights are the most important thing that I can have over you two.
Yeah. So I think we all talked about this like the last week. This is hard. Like, this is just so difficult because we want to like say, oh yeah, that person's gonna win. But like when you got something on the line, it is the most difficult thing we can think of. So for you, what do you think it's like? What makes you go into like being as a booker, and what's going to like think that's, I should say, help you get this, I want to say, championship, because you said you're going 13 for 13.
I mean, first of all, yeah, I'm going perfect with these predictions, but it just adds like a lot of, how do I put this? It adds a lot of not only stakes but fun to it, because like all 3 of us being competitive guys, it really like brings like a excitement to it, because we're already going to enjoy the PLEs regardless most of the time, unless if Triple H starts losing his mind, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But like it just brings like a lot of excitement to it, and it gets us like looking forward to it. And then once WrestleMania 41 comes next year, oh yeah, it's a competition, and it's something that I feel like not only will we enjoy, but it'll be entertaining to all of our listeners as well.
Oh yeah, I hope y'all are gonna love this experience. Like I said, this was very stressful, but as of right now, so we're gonna actually do something real quick before we get into predictions. So I think y'all have been seeing it on the internet that there's this little teaser of maybe having a John Cena versus Stone Cold at WrestleMania. Now I'm not gonna lie, that to me, uh, I feel like I like even though yeah, like they might be a little bit older, but like hey, I feel like those two can still get in the ring and put up a great match. So just real quick, just give a real quick answer. Who you think is gonna win? So I'll let actually my bad. I'll let Elijah go first with this.
Oh, okay. Well, I have two things. One, real quick. I don't think they're going to be facing each other. I think if they do come out, it's going to be to help fight against the Bloodline.
Oh,
You know, I
yeah.
don't
like that.
know how true that is, but it story wise it makes sense because there's John Cena and Roman, Stone Cold, The Rock. I feel like if they are going to make an appearance at WrestleMania, it's going to get involved in that match somehow, win, lose, or draw. But if it's a one-on-one match, I would say I think they'd give it to Cena. I love Stone Cold. Just Stone Cold. Sorry, Stone Cold is my favorite wrestler. Like I just wanted it to be said and known. He's my favorite wrestler of all time. But looking at the match and like, yeah, I think John Cena would win currently.
Okay. All right, Zach B, man, what are you thinking?
I tend to agree here. I think they're going to give it to Cena because they were telling that narrative whenever he faced Solo at Crown Jewel about how it's 2,000 something days since he's won a singles match. I was convinced he was going to beat Solo. I do think that if it's a one-on-one match, I do think they're going to give it to Cena.
Okay. I have to give it to Cena too. That could just be me being a little biased because I love Cena, but I also love Stone Cold. I think they'll put up a great match, but I think they will put Cena over in 2000. My jeez, man. Oh
Over
my
2,000
gosh.
days. I can't remember the exact number, but in the lead up to the Solo Sikoa match, it was over 2,000 days since he won a singles match.
Who did he last beat?
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
I don't.
Someone look it up.
I don't remember.
Someone in the audience look it up.
We'll get the IT guy. We'll get the IT guys on.
Yep.
We'll send the interns.
But I like that prediction from Big Red. If like they'll help out with the whole bloodline situation, I think that'd be pretty cool. It's WrestleMania 40, man. It's the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania, so crazier things have happened. But now we finally could do this. We could do the predictions, boys. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I'm gonna put in my answer, I will not feel confident till I see my wrestler win. So let's do this, man. I'm excited.
All right, let's get down to night one of WrestleMania 40.
Night one, baby. Now let's all in order from night one down to the tag match, and then night two. It's all in order. This is all coming from the WWE. So let's see. The first match of the night will be Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar. Now that match doesn't seem like some people I don't know why are really upset about that, but it's like if you gotta look back at the history. So of course you had Rey and Dominic, father and son. As everyone knows, Dominic betrayed Rey at Clash of the Castle. Is that right? The PLE.
I'm not sure. I think it was.
I thought it was Crown Jewel, but I could be wrong.
One of those Saudi
Could
shows.
be wrong. Could be wrong. We're not wrestling fans. Done.
No.
Anyways, but yeah, like Dominic betrayed him, went to Judgment Day, and then fast forward to WrestleMania 39. They had a one-on-one match. Rey won. Now you had LWO kind of like building up there with Santos and Rey, Zelina, and the two other guys. That's what everyone's
Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro.
Look at this
Show
guy.
What
about
what a mark. Carlito didn't come in till like what? Fastlane.
He made a run in at Backlash, and then he came full time at Fastlane. Yep.
But so when all that happened, then Santos was part of LWO, but then he betrayed Rey, put him out of action, and then Rey came back. So now it just seemed like, oh, it's just gonna be Santos and Rey. But then Rey and Santos had a one-on-one. Dominic then interfered in the match, Ray lost to Santos, and now Ray challenged both of them to a tag match with Dragon Lee, who we all can say is a dog. He is a dog. Great work. Yep. All right. Here we go, boys. First prediction of our competition. Let's do it. Elijah, you go first.
All
I think
right.
you're going first the whole time, so have fun with that.
Oh, I'm going first. I feel like this is revenge for making you do the tiebreakers.
What? No.
Just put me on the spot every time. You know what? And
you're
I will rise to the occasion.
Reacting right now.
I will rise to the occasion. All right. So for this match, I got Dom and Santos winning. And that is because I feel like Ray is going to put his son over, like non-kayfabe. Or, yeah, non-kayfabe. Ray's going to give his son a WrestleMania moment.
That's not fair. You can't bring real life into these WrestleMania moments.
Hold on. Now, Zach, my good old friend, what I think is going to happen is Carlito is going to betray the LWO. Because when everyone was chanting for Carlito to be Ray's tag partner and Ray brought out Dragon Lee, you can tell Carlito was not happy about that. So I have a feeling, it's going to be, what's Santos's group? Something Del Fantasma. I forgot. I suck. But his group is going to come in. Yes. His group's going to come in, LWO is going to come in, and Carlito is going to start helping out, but then kind of get jealous. Bam. Turns on LWO. Dom gets the win, gets the biggest booze of the night, and we go home from there.
I don't hate that prediction. I am on the other side. I'm going to go Ray and Dragon Lee. I think that Dragon Lee is going to get his WrestleMania moment. I think he's going to get the pin. And I agree with you that a Carlito heel turn is coming because we need heel Carlito. Face Carlito just doesn't do it. Love Carlito, but he is so much better as a heel. I believe the Carlito heel turn is coming, but I believe it'll be a post-match. Everyone's in the ring celebrating. Carlito turns and takes out Ray.
Do you think he brings the apple into this?
He has to. What are we even talking about?
It's Carlito. How you not have an apple?
His finisher is called the backstabber, dude. He can't be.
It still is.
That's true.
It still is to this day.
You know what? That's cool.
That is cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That is cool.
So I'm gonna pretty much say this in every prediction. I went back and forth, and I think just kind of like seeing like who's gonna help go forward. And at first, I did have Dom and Santos, but I switched it to Ray and Dragon. And that's just because you have to think about what's happening storyline wise. You got like right now, Dom is not even like communicating to mommy. How do you not communicate to mommy? Like that doesn't make any sense. Usually he does, but then he's been doing things behind their back. So like it's kind of like messing up things. So maybe it's going in his head, and also it's Rey Mysterio. My guy always finds a way to win. He's the biggest underdog in WWE history. Get that W, boy. Him and Dragon Lee all the way, boys.
All right. It's okay to be wrong, and I will still support you guys and appreciate you.
Getting contentious on matchup 1. Take it easy, Big Red.
If that first match is, if you are right in that first match, I'll take a shot. So there you go.
Oh, there we go.
There you go, and it's recorded. So
a little peek behind the curtain. A little peek behind the curtain here. These two decided to go down to Florida, buddy up, and have a celebration for our buddy Devin's wedding over here. And they decided to kick me out of the group.
That's not true. That's all false. I don't want to be thrown on the bus. He denied to come. He said, you guys suck. So, listen.
You weren't supposed to find out this way.
Sorry.
Well, all right. Curtain closed. Curtain closed again.
All right. So now the next match is Sami Zayn versus the Ring General, Gunther. That one is going to be so good. I have a feeling that Dave Meltzer is going to be sitting in his chair just going a little crazy. So that's my prediction with that. That's going to be a good match. So Elijah, who's going to win this a 5-star match.
This 5-star match, I'm going to have to give it to Gunther. And I know I picked 2 heels in a row. Like, how are you going to start the match? How are you going to start WrestleMania?
Selling
2
his
bad
cards.
guys winning. And I think it's because we're going to get heel Chad Gable.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whether if it's tonight or the Raw after Mania, we're getting heel Gable. It's still going to be an amazing match. They're going to do it. It's going to be awesome. But one way or another, I think we're going to get heel Gable, and it's going to really mess up stuff. But yeah, I see.
Okay.
I have Gunther winning this.
This is
Look at that.
This match was one of, if not the hardest one for me to pick. I didn't make my decision on this match until probably like 5 minutes before we started recording.
Nice.
I'm going Gunther. Gunther retains.
Yeah, baby.
I'm going Gunther. I'm going to sound like I'm going to follow you every single pick you make. I think Gable interferes. I think it's going to be a situation where he's ringside. The vignette of him training Sami Zayn. I think it's going to be a situation where Sami Zayn refuses to tap out. Chad Gable throws in the towel. A la the Usos against Roman. Jey Uso against Roman Reigns. Jimmy throwing in the towel. I think Gable throws in the towel. And I think Sammy's going to get very upset about that. We're going to get a heel Gable within the next, either that night or Raw after Mania. I got to agree with you, Eli.
Is he going to become Coach Gable? I'm kind of thinking about this right now.
Coach Gable.
I'm just
Heel
saying,
Coach Gable.
Coach Gable?
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Heel Shorty G. He brings back Shorty G.
He brings. Oh no, please,
No,
please, oh God, no. Never mind. Have Sammy win it, please. I don't want Shorty G.
No Shorty G, please.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, the Sweet Boys, I had to go with Gunther too, and I'm not gonna lie. This morning after Monday Night Raw, in his that promo they had with him, and then that match he had, but then was interfered and all that stuff. I thought first, like, maybe Sammy, they're going to give it to Sammy. I don't know. And I think with the whole Chad Gable thing, it's like you guys said, there might be a heel turn. I don't know about the heel turn. I don't know. But I think something's going to happen, though, for sure. And I just have to give it to Gunther. And also, like, Gunther, man, he always finds ways to win. He's just so dominant in the ring. So, and it's...
I don't know what it's going to take. But I need us to get back to a world where Chad Gable is in the picture for the Intercontinental Championship.
And it's going to be soon.
Gable and Gunther can wrestle on every episode of Raw, and I will never get tired of watching it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Tell me why. I have like a little kind of prediction if he does turn heel. His reasoning would be, I just wanted it more.
Oh,
think about it.
Coach.
Think about it now.
That's his whole thing right now.
Coach,
not coach. I just wanted it more. Sammy, you're struggling, but I wanted it more. I deserve it more.
Okay, I just kind of like freaked out a little bit because now we're looking at the 6-pack ladder match, which is literally the match I still don't know who to pick. So I'm gonna listen to you two, and you're gonna pretty much help me. So we have the New Day with Kofi and Xavier Woods. DIY with Ciampa and Gargano, the Awesome Truth with the Miz and R-Truth, the New Catch Republic with Butch and Cameron Bates, A-Town Down Under with those two guys.
Bates, not Cameron Bates.
Thank you. See, I knew I made a mistake. Thank you. I knew I made a mistake when I said that, and I was hoping someone would say
and
something.
Also, it's Pete Dunne. Who's Butch?
You're right, man, because I'm so used to that name now. I'm so used to Butch, but then he said F that name, and it's just a habit for me now.
They killed Butch.
They killed it, and I'm glad they did, though.
Pete Dunne.
Glad they did.
Pete
Dunne's a dog, bro. If you haven't watched Pete Dunne in NXT UK, you need to check that
yourself.
Out.
Go watch some matches.
But then, those guys, A-Town Down Under, those two guys, whatever. And then... And then Judgment Day with Damian Priest and Finn Balor.
I just want to say, Devin is the biggest hater of Austin Theory, and I do not know why.
World-class Austin Theory hater.
We're
no
just
Slayer
not
hater
entertaining.
of the year, Devin Groves, keeps hating
I
on
hate
Austin
you,
Theory,
and I hate
don't
you.
know why.
Oh my gosh, whatever. All right, boys. This, like I said, I have not picked yet, so you two are gonna help me. So, Big Red, go ahead, man.
All right. This was the first one where I straight up kept on going back and forth. This is one of the biggest, like, anyone could win, and I would be okay with this type of match. My official answer is the New Catch Republic with Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. Just to inform you, Tevin. And I just feel like the run that they're on and everything that they have going on SmackDown with the name change and them winning relatively consistently and everything, the momentum is there for if the Judgment Day is going to get dethroned. I think it should be New Catch Republic. But I have a little theory that I'll go through real quick. I think they're going to split the tag titles in this match. So what I think is going to happen is Awesome Truth comes up and R-Truth goes, grabs like the Raw titles, comes down, celebrates with Miz, and Miz is like, what are you doing? Why didn't you grab both the titles? New Catch Republic notice, runs up, grabs the titles, and then it becomes a big confusion. Nick Aldis comes out and Adam Pearce comes out. They have a discussion and then they agree to split the belts right then and there. That is what I think is going to happen. But if I have to put down, like, if this is Vegas and I have to go in all on one team, it's going to be New Catch Republic.
Well, geez, Elijah, thanks for spoiling my pick. I really appreciate that. My official pick is the Awesome Truth. No explanation necessary. Give R-Truth his WrestleMania moment. Awesome Truth is my pick.
There you go, man.
I also wanted to say, just real quick, I had Judgment Day down initially, but I took them off last second. I thought Judgment Day was going to retain somehow, some way. I took it off last second, so it was a very last second decision.
Fair. So here's the thing. I had 3 teams that I feel like can win, and I had it at DIY, Awesome Truth, and New Catch Republic. The New Catch Republic is one of my favorite tag teams, even though I don't know their names. It's like,
fake fans.
Yeah,
I know,
clearly.
big fan. Ooh, am I really a wrestling
Clearly,
fan?
big fan.
I might as well just walk out now and just say I'm not a fan. But no, love them. Their chemistry in the ring is amazing. DIY, these guys, Zach and Elijah, made me go back to the NXT Black and Gold days, right? And watch some of their matches. My gosh, they deserve to be champions. And then you have the Awesome Truth, who's been in a big storyline since Survivor Series with the Judgment Day. I have to go with my gut and say it's going to be the Awesome Truth going to win it. And that's only because with the storyline added with R-Truth, kind of like not beefing, but like he was part of Judgment Day, and then they just kept telling him, "You're
He
not."
beat JD
Like,
McDonough. He was in Judgment Day.
yeah, I don't know what the confusion is, but I don't know. I'd rather have R-Truth in there than JD McDonough. But I want Catch Republic to win. I want DIY to win. And honestly, if they were to like split it like the way Elijah kind of like predicted that, I wouldn't mind. I'd be pretty cool with that. Like, hey, that's a win-win for everyone. But if I had to pick one team to win it all, it's going to Awesome Truth.
That's fair.
Okay.
God, I'm really going against you guys.
I think you are. I just kind of noticed that.
You're either going to get out to a big lead or you're going to fall way behind quickly.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's the first part, but
yeah,
anyway,
it's only 3 matches. It's only 3 matches. We're good. So now we have a match that just got added on. We have Damage Control versus Naomi, Bianca Belair, and the new superstar WWE Jade Cargill, who is a dog, bro.
It's about time,
man.
Yeah.
I think if everyone has seen it, she was in the Royal Rumble. She was
28, I believe.
28. And when she came in, the roof exploded, and then she was in the ring with Nia Jax, and she can show she can handle her own. Like, it's awesome to see. And we've been waiting since September when she signed with the company, so it's glad to see that. But now we have to pick between these 2 teams. Elijah, go ahead. I'm really curious about this one, to be honest.
I have Bianca, Jade, and Naomi winning. I just don't see a world where you debut someone as amazing as Jade Cargill with the hype that she got and how she looked on the shows leading up to it when she came out to protect Bianca and Naomi. And I don't see how they have her lose her WrestleMania debut. I think they're going to go with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi.
I'm going to agree with you. I've got Bianca, Jade, and Naomi also taking the dub. However, we know nothing about Jade Cargill right now. We do not know her motivations. We do not know her intentions. This could all be a trap to get to damage control, to move herself up the ladder for a title shot. We don't know Jade's motives here. Motives is the word. Um, we could see an instant heel turn, and it costs the faces the match. We could see an absolute beatdown. Maybe Jade is already part of damage control, and they have yet to reveal that because there have been backstage interactions. There was that face-off between Jade and Io. Listen, fantasy booker hat on. I'm taking my official pick is Jade, Naomi, and Bianca to win the match. I'm just saying, we don't know Jade Cargill's intentions here. We don't know her motives. We know nothing about her. I'm just saying, there's a possibility out there where that happens.
I think you need to take off your hat just for a second, please. I think
Listen,
you're over.
my tinfoil hat fits just perfect. Okay.
Listen, this is a sweep. I think we all have the same feeling, but this man just went on a whole novel about why.
I'm simply just stating we don't
fair.
know anything about Jade at this point in time.
Did you ever watch AEW? Come on, bro. Come on. Dog, bro. You know, she was really good in AEW though. I liked her. It's just I don't think okay, nope. Not getting into that. We're talking about WrestleMania. See that oh no, here we go. Sorry, see, I got this mouth. On to the next one, please. We got the Usos, man. We got Jimmy and Jay. Now, this match we've been waiting since SummerSlam. Dude, brother versus brother. It's the third match ever in WrestleMania history to be in a match. Now, if y'all don't know, Jimmy and Jay used to be tag team partners called the Usos. They were amazing. They were in the bloodline with Roman. And then all went downhill so fast with Jimmy costing Jay the chance at the undisputed WWE Championship against Roman. And now here they are, one-on-one on Saturday. Who you got, Eli?
I got Jay Uso. Yeet. I feel like don't get me wrong, like you can go both ways with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be mad if Jimmy won, but I just feel like Jay is so over as a face right now. And again, like I know a lot of my answers have to do with momentum, but I don't see really any other way. Like I think they're going to give Jay his WrestleMania moment and build off of the momentum he's built up since like 2020.
Shocker, but since I have to continue to follow Elijah, it looks like I'm copy and pasting his work. I'm also going with Jey Uso. Jey Uso's momentum is through the roof right now. I think that his star is burning too bright right now to not pull the trigger on him and keep that momentum going. It's going to be a yeet for me, dog.
This is a sweep. It's a sweep. Like, it's just, yeah, Jay's like, he's so over right now. Why kill it? Why kill his momentum at WrestleMania? So it's, listen, I swear we do not know each other's predictions. We really don't, okay? It's just, this is going to happen. There's going to be a lot of matches where it'll be the same. There's going to be a lot of matches that are not the same. It's just how it is.
Give me a moment here to retrieve my tinfoil hat and place that back on my head. What are the odds we get an Uso reunion after this match.
Kind of like they hug it out and stuff.
They embrace at the end of the match. They go into the night 1 main event and play a role in that. They play a role in the night 2 main event. What does a face Uso tag team look like?
I don't think they're doing it personally. I feel like because they have recently broken up, there's still more story to tell.
I agree.
It'd be super cool. It'd be super cool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't be mad at it, but
no, I wouldn't be mad about it either. It's just I think with the whole storyline, I think we have to see how the match goes. Maybe that'd be another thing too, how it flows and see how it ends. See if like maybe they'll kind of get back. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so all right, sweet, right there. And now we have Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. Boys, that's going to be a good one. We've been waiting for this for a whole year since Rhea won the championship at WrestleMania 39 against Charlotte Flair. And now she gets to go against the man. We got the man versus mommy. What a matchup. Big Red, go ahead, man.
I'm going with mommy, Rhea Ripley. And this isn't because, some people have preferences or anything. It's because I just think she's the more dominant one, no pun intended, and I just think her title run should last at least until SummerSlam. Minimum. Personally. I wouldn't want to see it end I know she has held it for a very long time, but I do want to see that streak continue.
I'm going to also go with Rhea Ripley here. I love the story that they're telling with Becky Lynch. The promo before Becky even won Elimination Chamber, they had a face-off, and Becky said, "I'm starting to believe that I can't beat you. I need to beat you." I love the story. The build-up for this match was so slow to begin, but they've really ramped it up over the last couple weeks as of this recording. They've really ramped it up. They're hammering home the personal life aspect of it, mentioning Becky Lynch's daughter by name on TV, which I'm not a big fan of personally whenever real life gets intertwined with storylines. I don't love that. But the way that they're doing it here with this matchup, I'm a big fan of the build-up to this matchup. I think that Rhea Ripley is just too dominant. I don't see Becky Lynch being able to knock her off.
So, once again, I like to go back to storytelling. It wouldn't make sense. Becky's already over. Her losing doesn't affect her. She's still Becky Lynch. What could it do to Rhea? I think it can affect her long term when she is the top woman wrestler right now. Keep that going. I got Rhea. If this was a month ago, I think I would have said Becky, but now I have to really think about it. This will help Rhea go another level. I just beat 2 women that were in the 4 Horsewomen back-to-back WrestleManias. I am mommy. So let's keep it going. And now the SummerSlam thing, I can see that. I see something in I will be mad if it was still SummerSlam. I just feel like something, especially with Money in the Bank, maybe get something sooner, or maybe someone else. I don't know, but I wouldn't be mad if they hold it to SummerSlam. Ooh, boys, we got the main event, night 1. We got Rock, the final boss, our tribal chief, versus Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Yeah. They said this is supposed to be the biggest WrestleMania ever. You have 2 huge main events involved with one storyline.
2 years in a row, by the way.
2 years in a row. That's insane. We'll get in more depth with that story in another podcast. Go ahead, Eli. Tell me how you feel about this match. Who you think is going to win?
I personally think, and this is another one where it was definitely hard to pick, but I'm gonna have to go with my gut and how it will play into night 2, which when we discuss night 2, I'll bring it back, but I think the Bloodline are gonna win this. I got Roman and Rock. I'll explain when we get to our predictions for night 2. I'll just let you know right now. Got Roman and Rock. Zach? Take the floor.
Devin and I are both making the same face here. We're both. I think I know where this is heading. I got the Bloodline winning night one as well. Here's my bold prediction. Maybe not so bold, but I think Cody takes the pin night one as well. I think I got the Bloodline winning. I think Cody
Ooh.
takes the pin.
Oof. Oof. Man. Yeah,
The build to this tag team match. This might be recency bias. This might be the best built WrestleMania match of all time.
Oh, super
The
long
build
time.
for sure.
the build to this match, the hype that this match is getting, the segments that this match is getting is 40+ minute segments on a 2-hour show. Like that's nuts. The 2 Monday Night Raws ago when Cody Rhodes was bleeding everywhere and the Mama Rhodes and the Bloodline rules and the look at you now. It's like the build to this match, as repetitive as The Rock can be, has been incredible. I am so enjoying the build to this. And it's almost to a point where it's diminishing the night 2 main event. But the build to this tag match might be the best build to a match I've ever seen in my life.
I agree. Fuck your story.
Your story. Man, all 4 of those guys, you had to give props to them. I had to go with the Bloodline as well. I think they're going to get that win. And I actually had Seth Rollins taking the pin, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
I had Seth. I and you know me, I love Seth, but the boy gonna take a pin. I think, like, I feel like Cody getting pinned kind of like hurt him a little bit. I don't know. I could be wrong too about that. I'm gonna take off the hat. Take it off. Let's see what happens.
Hold on. So, Devin, you and I have both mentioned who's getting pinned. We might as well throw Eli's in there. Eli, who takes the pin?
Yeah, true.
you know
true.
what? I actually was thinking about this because I didn't think about it when I was thinking my prediction, but as you guys were talking, I think Seth is going to take the pin, but it's going to be because Drew interferes.
Ooh, I
Because
didn't even
Drew's
think
not
about
doing
that.
nothing
I like
night
that.
one, so it could be
I like that.
Seth is like just something like normal, like Seth is like leaning out the ropes to like grab someone to like bring him back in, or like if Solo and them interfere for whatever reason, like them coming in, and then Drew comes out of nowhere and Claymore's the ever loving shit out of him. and then Rock or probably Roman, realistically, Roman spears him on top of that. 1, 2, 3. I think Seth will also take the pin.
Night one's done, boys. We got that done. Quick question: who or what tag team match, whoever, gets the best match of the night?
Just prediction wise, I believe the best story will be told in the main event, the tag match between Rock, Roman, Cody, and Seth. I think the match I'm going to enjoy the most, Rhea and Becky are going to bring the house down, but I'm going to enjoy that ladder match. That ladder match is going to be an absolute car wreck. That match is going to be a spot fest. That match is going to be crazy. There's going to be so many insane things that happen. And alluding to what Elijah just spoke about when it comes to that match, I think there will be some comedy involved in that match. And I think that's going to end up being my favorite match of the night, I believe.
I'm going back and forth with this, and I do think the ladder match will probably be match of the night. But if I'm going with my gut here, I'm going to say Gunther versus Sami Zayn is probably going to be match of the night. Probably 2 of the best workers in WWE going one-on-one, and like the story that they can tell in the ring, I think is going to be blockbusters. Like if we're talking pure just wrestling talent, I think it's going to be Sammy versus Gunther.
I'm actually going a little different. I want to actually have Rhea and Becky as the match of the night. Look what happened last year with Rhea and Charlotte. They're literally the second best match of the night, and right behind the tag team match. Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. But I think they're going to tear down the house. They're going to show these men up like, yo, this is what we can do, and I'm all for it.
That's fair.
They feel like they should be main eventing, so I believe that they will absolutely put on a show.
Hell yeah, man. I love it. All right, boys. Night 2, and the first match is the Pride versus Final Testament. That match,
Oh, brother.
This
yeah,
guy
but
stinks.
this is the match where all three of us can agree, like, why is it not interesting? And it's nothing against Bobby. It's nothing against Karrion Cross.
It's nothing against
It's
Bobby.
nothing
It's
against
nothing
them.
against the Street
It's
Profits. It's
just
not against Karrion's
like,
Cross. It kind of has
it,
something to do with AOP, but that's my opinion.
oh gosh,
Um,
that's another podcast
that's
episode.
another
Don't need to get into
discussion.
that. But
It,
anyways,
I'm
let's
just
just
not
get into it,
excited.
man. Just get into it. Who you
Yeah,
pick?
I wish I was more excited about this match. I really do
Yeah,
because
especially
Karrion
being a
Cross
street
is.
fight.
Yeah, exactly. It's being the street fight. I still think it's gonna. I think it's gonna do way better than we think.
Yeah, for sure. It's just
But
the storyline itself is just not exciting.
it's just dragging along. I'm like, me personally, I'm like, Karrion Cross needs to be fighting for a title. Throw him in the U.S. title picture. Give him something to do. Like, it's
Something.
Karrion goddamn Cross. Like, he's great on the mic, great on the, great in the ring. Like, there's no reason why he shouldn't be bigger than what he's already doing. But that's not a discussion about this. We're doing predictions, and I have the Final Testament winning this. I think this is
Ooh.
going to be the blow-off feud, and this is definitely more of a gut feeling thing because it was added very recently. So I don't know. This one's 100% gut feeling. Final Testament is my final answer.
I'm actually on the opposite side of that. I believe they're called the Pride. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. I believe their name is the Pride. I'm going to go with the Pride, simply because it seems like every time they're on screen together, the Final Testament is getting the upper hand, and I think that WrestleMania, the Final Testament gets their comeuppance, and the Pride takes this one home. I believe that Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits will get this one done, and I I think that the only reason I care about this match is because it's a street fight, and that's sad. That makes me upset.
Yeah, that. Sorry, I'm being a little silly over here. No, I want Karrion Cross to do so good too, Elijah. I really do. And I want, and I'm. There's just something that like I feel like they're just gonna give it to the Pride. I think they're gonna win this match somehow, some way. Because like I said, like sometimes the booking is not always gonna be perfect, and I just feel like, um, with like something like with Karrion Cross, because he was literally gone for months, and we're like, where did this guy go? And then he just gets kind of like dropped into the Bobby Lashley thing, and we're just kind of like, I don't know. It is disappointing because like it's a street fight. It's always exciting to have a street fight, but it's like, who's it really help? Who's it gonna like push over? I'd rather see Final Testament win, but there's this feeling in my gut saying that the Pride will win.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
Oh, now this match, we got AJ Styles versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. That one was tough. That's a tough matchup right there, but I think it'd be a great matchup. Elijah, go ahead, man. Who you feeling, man? Who you feeling is gonna win this match?
This one was also pretty tough for me, but I have a feeling that it's gonna be a banger. It's gonna be a sleeper match. Like, I know it's gotten a lot of hype, especially with the home invasion scene and everything leading up to it, the arrest and all that. I am going with L.A. Knight. Yeah. It's another one of those where I'm like, he's just super on a roll, and like, I really do like heel AJ Styles, and heel AJ Styles will do great things after WrestleMania, but I don't think it's going to be his night that night. I think they're going to give the WrestleMania moment to LA Knight. He deserves it. He needs to be fighting for some sort of championship as well, and if we can't get that, at least you can give him his WrestleMania.
Before I give my prediction, I just want to say, um, the internet seems to be very unhappy with this match, and I don't know why. They think that it's a forced match, and they think that it's like not worthy of being on WrestleMania. Typically, I would agree. LA Knight versus AJ Styles did happen on a SmackDown, but it ended in interference. So, like, sure, maybe it's not big enough for WrestleMania, but the build up to this has made this WrestleMania worthy, in my opinion, because they are going just full early 2000s WWE here. I mean, LA Knight had a banger match with the TV backstage. That was great. That was at least a 4-star Meltzer rating with him and a TV. The
While
home
cutting a
invasion angle,
promo. He cut
cutting
a
a
promo.
promo while he's beating up a television. The
He's
home
cutting
invasion.
a promo. He's
What a
cutting
guy.
a promo while getting arrested. Who does
The,
that?
the home invasion was awesome.
I'll come back and do it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't love that the internet is treating this like a bad match. LA Knight was left off the WrestleMania card last year in LA. What are we even talking about?
Oh, yeah.
He is in the match. He's in a match with a certified, not WWE Hall of Famer, professional wrestling Hall of Famer. That's a lot of trust in LA Knight. And people saying that this is a downgrade from where they think he should be, you're wrong, respectfully. LA Knight, yeah, give that man his moment. Also put a title on him in 2024.
I agree with all that because at first I was 100% like, why is he fighting AJ? Like, that's cool and all, but the build of like AJ coming down to Australia just to custom the match. Player hater AJ Styles is slowly becoming a favorite.
30-hour flight just to make sure somebody doesn't win.
30-hour flight just to hit him with the
petty.
chair. That's the biggest fuck
That's
you
petty
ever.
as
In
Home
kayfabe,
invasion. Yeah.
in kayfabe, hopping on Spirit Airlines with a steel chair in your hand. How did you get through TSA?
How do you get through TSA? Don't matter. He comes in, hits him, cost him the match.
For a guy
who's a player hated of the year.
For a guy who's working at the airport, they check that, so they make sure there's nothing wrong with this. So they say,
they
"You
put
good, sir?
They
Hey,
put
can I
the
ask what
sticker
you're
on
doing with
it.
that?"
It's all right.
Hey, let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah, let me talk to you.
Yeah, give me LA Knight.
I see what you did there.
He deserves to get a W because that man got screwed over a chance at a World Heavyweight Championship. He literally was about to pin Drew, and then you see this guy
Player
get
hater of the
smacked.
year.
Player hater of the year. He came halfway around the world to screw him. So you know what? He deserves to get screwed at WrestleMania. LA Knight all the way, baby. Sweep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Yeah.
All right, boys. We got the United States Championship, a triple threat match. Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton versus Logan Paul. A lot of people haven't really talked about this match either because it's not really, talked about, I guess. But I think it's going to be an interesting match, especially with these three names. They can put up bangers anytime they want. So just them together at WrestleMania, it's going to be a good match. Elijah, who you got out of these three?
I'm kind of going with a controversial pick here. I feel Logan Paul is leaving with his title. Now, you may ask, like, how... First off, before I go into my explanation, I really like how, with the build-up to everything, where it's kind of like, will they, won't they coexist with Randy and Kevin, and then Logan Paul stealing a car and driving off. It reminded me so much of Attitude Era, like, levels of stuff. It was really amazing. That I
completely agree.
I could go on and on about that. But going back to my predictions, I feel like it's going to be Logan Paul sneaking his way out of a win. With a win, I mean. Like, I just don't... I see kind of like Kevin and Randy fighting each other consistently, and then Logan comes in and gets beat up. Randy and Kevin, and then finally it's like Kevin Owens, like, pop-up power bombs or stunners Randy to knock him out, and then Logan comes in, brass knucks, hits him, 1, 2, 3, runs away with the title. I'm like, I did that by myself, which he didn't, but that's just the type of character Logan Paul is. So I feel like he's going to do that. And I also think he's going to hold his title to SummerSlam because that's in a very familiar place to you guys called Cleveland, and
which we're trying to go.
It would make sense for the Cleveland boy to hold his championship till Cleveland. If he keeps it or loses it, that's whatever. But he has to be on the show, obviously, one way or the other, and I feel like they're going to do that.
Eli, it sounds like I'm going to surprise you here, but I'm also going to go pick Logan Paul to win, to retain. I'm along
not too happy about that.
I'm along the same exact lines of thinking as you. I believe that the scenario that you laid out, however it plays out, Kevin Owens with pop-up powerbomb or stunner to Randy Orton. Logan Paul then brass knuckles Kevin Owens, but Logan Paul is going to pin the Kevin Owens finish instead of his own finish. That's just going to add to the level of Logan Paul
He
playing
really
this.
didn't do that by
He
himself.
didn't do anything, and he won because of the other guy. But because Logan Paul is such a good heel, he's going to take full advantage of everything and take credit for everything, and it's gonna be a very good story that is told if that's how that plays out. Logan Paul.
I'm not upset because I have someone else picked. I'm upset because we have another sweep. I have Logan Paul as well. And it's because I think it'd be great for Logan to be able to beat two top wrestlers in the company. And it's just like, yeah, I did that. And yet his wrestler's going to do something like, I think he's going to knock one of those two guys out while the other one just like, yeah, Kevin Owens knocked out Randy. He knocks out Kevin. Then he goes and pins Randy. I did it all by myself, even though there's a guy that handed him the brass knuckles. But that's just how his character is. He's done a lot of great things. A lot of people don't like him for him, like personal reasons. I get it, but as a wrestler, he has impressed me every time he goes in that ring. He's so good on the mic. He just roasts people. Like, why you gotta be so mean? Like, he's just roasting everyone. Like, oh, Kevin Owens fat. Like, jeez, bro. All right, but yes, another sweep, boys. Man, we should see how many sweeps we've done so far. All right, now we are on to Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is going to be Seth's second match in 2 nights. This is going to be a good one too. Like the storyline with Seth, like Drew's thinking like this guy is so focused on the bloodline, but not on me, and I'm in a World Heavyweight Championship match with him. So that I think it adds on to that build, and I love it. And it's like it's just something different with like how they're doing these storylines and able to add it on to other ones. So as for like who's gonna win this match? Who's gonna win this match?
You know, I apparently like my player haters because I have Drew McIntyre winning this. I just think it's time. He had a pretty solid championship run during the COVID era, but his character now fits perfectly with it. It's the perfect person to beat Seth and the perfect person to hold onto that belt for a long while too. He has it all. He's good on the mic, good on the ring, and this one I would double down on it. I think Seth. Oh, sorry. No. I think Drew.
Clip it.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Seth. Devin talks about Seth all the time, so now I'm just used to.
So that's my fault. So it's my fault
Yeah,
now.
it's Devin's fault.
Sorry. Sorry that you said
is
Seth's
a world class. Devin is a world class Seth Rollins glazer.
I love Seth,
absolutely.
but it doesn't mean that that's my fault for him saying his name.
Seth Rollins, your title run is dead. Give me Drew.
So, I have found myself, and this is not Seth Rollins' fault. Every time Seth Rollins is in a title match, they give the other guy the better story. Every time. So I want the other guy to win every single one of Seth Rollins' matches for the title. They did it with Finn Balor over the summer. They did it with Nakamura. They did it with Drew McIntyre to end last year. They're doing it with Drew McIntyre again now. I was even rooting for Jinder Mahal. Shout out to Tony Khan. I wanted Jinder Mahal to win.
What the fuck is a hook?
So
he's 27-1, Elijah. Come on.
Who the fuck
easy
is
boys?
hook?
Easy boys.
Watch Raw.
Easy. So I'm doing it again. I want Drew McIntyre to win. I'm going Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, buddy. This is the greatest character work I've ever seen him do. He's one of my favorite characters in all of WWE right now. I'm going Drew McIntyre.
I am a Seth Rollins fan. I love Seth Rollins. That's
Glazer,
my guy.
Yeah.
That's my guy. But you are right, Zach. Like the way they make these other guys kind of like they are very important in that match. And Seth's just over here winning that last man standing match with Nakamura made me so upset because he should have lost. But anyways, like, yeah, I have Drew as well. But here's the problem, though. Drew's not keeping that title. You already know what's happening, guys. Come on.
I will fight that.
I'll be upset too, but I have a really good feeling that Priest is coming out and he's going to take that title away from him, and he's going to actually cash it in. He needs to get rid of that freaking briefcase. I swear to God, he does. But it's just so bad now. It's the time to do it. It's WrestleMania.
I think he's failing the cash in.
Quick recap for those who aren't big wrestling fans. WWE has an event called Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is a briefcase that has a contract inside of it. Anytime, any place, you can cash in said contract on any champion of your choosing. Right there at that moment in time, you have a championship match. Damian Priest is currently holding that briefcase. And this man has had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to cash in this briefcase, and he just refuses to do it. That is what Devin is alluding to. And if that happens, people are going to be very upset.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying I'll be happy about it. I just have that feeling because, like, the way kind of like last week, how Damian Priest talked about on Friday Night SmackDown about them as individuals have to focus, and it's just it'll make me upset because they had so many times during the summer to do it. So I that's just my gut feeling. Drew's gonna win, but he's not gonna walk out as champion. Priest is. So is that technically a sweep then? That's technically a sweep because we all have Drew winning. Good job, guys.
Drew.
You know what? I think we did. I think we all just look at each other's papers or notes. Who cares?
We did.
Cares.
Definitely.
Here's another one that definitely had me back and forth. We have now Bayley and Io Sky for the championship match. Bayley started damage control in what, 2022 at SummerSlam when she came back.
It was definitely a SummerSlam. I'm not positive on that.
Yeah. So she started that with Io Sky and Dakota Kai, and it worked out. It went smooth, and you could tell when Kairi Sane came in, Asuka came in and started going downhill. We all saw the betrayal coming very soon. We just didn't know when. And it happened like literally the week after Royal Rumble, and Bayley said she's going to face Io, and I think it's a great storyline. I'm just it is kind of disappointing with the way it's kind of been like up and down because of the whole Rock coming back SmackDown, so people kind of forgot about it. But this is still a match that everyone should pay attention to. My boy Elijah, I know you've been kind of up and down with this one as well. Who have you picked?
Yeah, see, this is also one of the hardest ones for me to pick because I kept on switching my answer because there's reasons for both of them to win. Because I'm like, it makes sense for Io to keep her title and keep that momentum going, but there's also reason for Bayley to finally get her WrestleMania moment and to walk out as champion. And this one was another gut feeling, but I have Bayley walking out. I think it's time for her to get her WrestleMania moment. I think it's time for her to walk out as champion. Will she keep it? Who knows? That could be a little more damage control thing in the future, but I think at least for night 2, she's gonna walk out as champion.
I hate to do this, but I'm right there with you, Eli. I agree. I think Bayley wins. I said on last week's episode that Bayley is the number one person I'm rooting for right now. I want her to have her moment. She deserves to win over Io Sky. The storytelling has been going on for weeks and weeks and weeks before the betrayal. This is the purest professional wrestling storyline on this year's WrestleMania. Best friends, one betrays the other, now they got to fight. That is as bare bones wrestling as it gets. I think the build has been great. As of this recording, Damage Control has main evented, I think, 3 episodes of SmackDown in a row, even with The Rock in town. So the build for this has been great. I think Bayley gets her moment. I'm going with Bayley here.
I gotta go with Bayley as well. Just she was a heel for like 5 years, and then now back as a babyface. The story's there, man. In the match, I think it's like it's also going to help Io Sky. Because here's the thing, we love Io Sky. I think everyone loves it. It's just the title reign has been a little like what is it? Has been the greatest, and she has to defend it in like since January, beginning of January. So I think it's time to Bailey should win, but I don't think this matchup between Bailey and Io will end anytime soon. It will continue. So I'm ready for a little feud with that. Oh boys, we made
Here
it.
we go. Here
We
we go.
made it. This is the match I've been waiting for so long, man. A whole year.
The main event.
We had the main event. Boys, we had the American Nightmare going against our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. This man has held it over
1,300 days? Over 1,300
days. That's insane. That's insane, bro. And actually, I think Michael Cole talked about this. After Sunday night, Roman Reigns will have 9 or 10, I think. I think it was 9 main events at WrestleMania. That's a record.
Wow.
That's a dude. Dog.
Acknowledge your tribal chief.
Acknowledge your tribal chief. But the
He is
question
our
is,
tribal
though,
chief.
man, we all love Cody too, and we all want to see him win a championship. But Elijah, does he finish the story at WrestleMania 40? Does he get to hold that championship belt up for his dad?
This one, a lot of people may think like, oh, it does have to happen. Like, he has to finish the story. But there's also a lot of, like, they could build to Roman Rock, WrestleMania 41, championship on the line.
Yeah.
They can totally do that. Is that what people want? No, but this isn't a fantasy booking. This is what I think is more likely to happen. And boys, acknowledge that Roman is taking an L because we got Cody Rhodes finishing the story.
Fuck you, bro.
And winning.
Who are you? Who are you?
We're finishing the story. But to allude to the night 1 main event, I feel like Bloodline Rules comes in and it's going to be... I feel like it is going to set up WrestleMania 41 because The Rock will turn on Roman Reigns. The Rock will literally be like, you really think I'm going to work underneath you? Absolutely not. I'm the head of the table. What are you talking about? And that will build into who's going to be at the head of the table. But Cody's finishing the story tonight, gentlemen.
Listen, it has to happen, right? Cody's gotta win. He has to. They're not gonna have somebody win the Royal Rumble 2 years in a row and lose 2 years in a row. It has to happen. I personally believe Cody Rhodes is gonna win. Cody Rhodes is my pick. I want Cody to win so bad. This is 100% a heart pick. I love Roman Reigns. I appreciate Roman Reigns. No part of me wants to see Roman Reigns win. If he does, I will acknowledge my tribal chief as my tribal chief forever. Forever and always. One finger to the sky.
Roman Reigns. What did you say, buddy?
Finger to the sky.
Don't want him
finger
to win?
the sky. No,
oh my
I don't.
gosh.
Listen, Cody Rhodes is going to win. And the story that they're going to tell in this match is going to be so good. Do you remember the triple crossroads into the Samoan spike from last year?
Oh, yes.
They're going to run that spot back, and Cody's going to kick out at 2.99999. And it is going to be such a crazy moment. Cody Rhodes is finishing the story. WrestleMania 40. Book it.
Cody needs to stop stepping back so many times. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Stop stepping back there. Why are you going so close to the ropes?
Who's in the hoodie?
Who's that damn hoodie? It's damn it! It's Solo again. That son of a bitch.
Yeah, who do you think it is? Pick a
I don't
Samoan
know.
on the roster, and it's going to be him.
Is that a fan? Is that a fan? Oh no, it's Solo again. Like, oh, it's
Pick
so
anyone
stupid.
on the bloodline, and he's going to be in a hoodie. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm surprised Rock hasn't come out in a hoodie.
It's gonna be so nice, bro. Like hoodie's gonna be like Gucci up. like
Oh yeah,
who is that?
Versace hoodie.
It's gonna be a Versace hoodie. Who is that? Who got money like that?
Who do you think's got those kind of muscles? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. But last year I was very upset when he lost. Very upset when Cody lost. And I was just kind of like confused, like, why are they doing this? Like, it's time for Roman to lose the title. But I have to realize, long-term story, boys. We have to stay patient as fans. As fans, we have to stay patient when it comes to storytelling. And I think this is his year. And I think Cody gets that W, man. And it's going to be so awesome. But guess what? Roman had his documentary, and in one of it said, if I'm not champion, I don't want to be here. But imagine if your own blood, well, I'm going to say blood, they're not really blood, but you know how it is, like, betrayed you. That's going to build something up. I think Roman will then be gone for a while, comes back at SummerSlam against, to confront The Rock, and then they got WrestleMania 41. But other than that, man, Cody finished the story, he gets that moment, and he's the new face of the WWE.
Yeah,
Get ready to learn the lyrics to Kingdom, buddy.
Adrenaline, something,
Cody Rhodes. What?
It was. Hey, if y'all know the lyrics, please send it to me. I need to learn. All right, boys, we did it. Yeah.
Hold on. We got one more business to take care of.
You're technically right.
Night
You're technically right.
Night 2 match of the night.
I
Who gets the nod?
Jeez, so mean.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. No, you got me there. You got me. Elijah, what do you think?
That one I don't see how you can't give it to Cody Roman. Like if Cody wins, that has to be based off of the feeling, the relief that the arena is gonna have when he finally pains his shoulders 1, 2, 3 is going to be beyond amazing. And I don't think that moment alone, because that moment alone, if it happens, is going to be top 5 WrestleMania moment of all time out of any WrestleMania ever. Like almost a top 5 wrestling moment. I would feel like it's going to be so rewarding, and I don't see how you can't give that match of the night.
I completely agree with you. But just to be contrarian here and not repeat exactly what you just said, let's give Bayley and Io their flowers. I genuinely believe that will be the best story. No, that's a lie. Not the best story. I think I will enjoy that match the most. Bayley and Io Sky is going to be a great match. They're both great technical workers. The emotion that they have put into the storyline so far, they've really made me care. I think that it's going to be a big payoff for that match, and I think that's going to be the match of the night in my eyes.
I like how we all be different with the match of the night, but can't be different about our predictions. What's wrong with us, man? I am going with the triple threat match for the United States Championship, man. I think, dude, I don't know why. I just have this feeling like the ending, it's just gonna get you on the edge of your seat. Everyone's pinning everyone. All these 2.99999 shoulders up. Oh my gosh, he kicked out. And like we're gonna get a lot of Michael Cole with that, man. And also like Logan Paul. I don't know, man. I just love him as a wrestler, not the person, just the wrestler. I'm a big fan of him now, and I love how Kevin and Randy has wrestlers like their in ring is unbelievable, and they're gonna help Logan in that match for sure. Like get up to another level.
I agree.
All right, now I hope no one's going to stop me, but round of applause, boys. Oh wait, there's more. I'm kidding.
Wait, did you acknowledge Tribal Chief?
All right, boys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to today's podcast. That was a lot of fun. I'm sorry that we had a lot of sweeps and it's kind of the same thing. It's just how it is when it's 3 people, but we just have that mindset, and that's okay. Elijah's gonna lose. Don't worry. Don't you all freak out one bit. Big Red's gonna lose. Me and Zach will hold the championship together, so don't worry. Yeah. Give me the belt. Talking shit. Yes, I am.
I'm confident I'm gonna win.
All right.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I have text messages saying he's going 13 for 13. It ain't gonna happen.
Watch what. Your story, Devin, Zach, your story is about to die when I become the
Oh,
new
okay, Roman.
TMI. No, I'm going far into the future.
Oh my gosh. First off, I actually want to give a shout out to our friends and family. With the first episode coming out, we were all a little nervous about it, but thanks to them, I feel like they motivated us to do better and what we can fix on. So we appreciate all you guys for your feedback. To anyone that's listening, thank you. Once again, we are just three marks talking about wrestling. We have no idea what we're talking about, but we love talking about it. If you want to check out our social media, I'll tag me in pod on X/Twitter, Instagram if it gets posted, Facebook, and YouTube if you're listening on YouTube, just in case. But thank you all so much for listening to our podcast. Enjoy WrestleMania, and we'll do some, not a whole review, but we'll get back into what we saw on the weekend. Thank you all so much. Y'all have a great night. God bless. We'll see y'all next week.